Hello, welcome to day 10. It's February 10th. Happy African History Month. It's day 10 of our daily video series. And as I started out at the beginning of the month, I told you this is not just going to be African American History Month. And it's one of the reasons why I also applaud Robert Patillo, because he's talking about why we can't allow somebody else to dictate the scope of what kind of history we're going to cover, what sort of history we're going to celebrate, and end up with a sanitized version of Black history. There are revolutions that can both inform and inspire us, revolutionaries that can both uplift us and motivate us. There are movements that happened within North America and throughout the rest of the planet that we can learn so much from. And as I look back at as what our topic today is going to be, I don't recall ever even hearing about this in school. And certainly if it was mentioned, it was a blip. It was a blip and quickly moved past. And that's one of the reasons why, even though I'm just speaking a few minutes here about the subject, it's something that I personally intend to study more, and what I encourage others to just dig deeper. In fact, today's subject, there's been recently a documentary released about it, and I intend to see that documentary and others, because I truly believe this is one of the most influential. In fact, there's many historians feel that this event was influential, not just in the specific location in which it occurred, but it reverberated across the rest of the globe. And that's one of the reasons why I'm convinced it's an event that they don't talk about, that they don't want to talk about, because of the fear that it inspired in oppressors across the planet. Oppressors in North America were frightened and scared of these events and worried of what could happen in their neck of the woods. And I'm talking about the Haitian Revolution, which took place from 1791, and in 1804 it ended in the establishment of a non-white state. No cut cards, no. Okay, it's a truce. Okay, it's been a successful revolution. It's a tie. No tie. This is ours. We're taking over. And that's the good news. There's definitely some bad news, but once again, all of this should be an educational moment. Understanding history, understanding what went right, understanding what went wrong, understanding what we can take, the good things that we can take from past events, and making sure we move with those, and understanding shortcomings of past events, so that we can improve going forward, and we can make even greater strides in terms of building a more just society, and the Black community just really making sure that our community heals, and our community thrives, because just surviving isn't enough. But some basic details. Really said that this was a colony that was established by the French, and ruled brutally by the French, and the blacks in Haiti said no more. They demanded their freedom, and they fought for it. One of the interesting things I find was written about was that they weren't waiting on anybody else to declare that, yes, you should be free. They said, no, this is what it is. This is what it is. This is what it's going to be. And this is what we're fighting for. Point blank, period. We're not waiting for somebody else to acknowledge and say, you know what? Maybe we will let you, free, because freedom isn't something that should be asked for. It's not something to be asked for. It's something to be, I'm taking it. This is my freedom. This is my liberty. I'm demanding it. I'm taking it, and I'm not accepting compromising. I'm not accepting no. I'm taking it. And so that's a beautiful thing. And like I said, it actually, so throughout the rest of the world, despite, and that's one of the reasons why it should be one of the most talked about and one of the most significant moments in Black history, in African history. And that's why I think we have to deal with African history as a whole, because it had impact on all of the rest of us, where people, the oppressors realized, whoa, this, we started to believe our own hype about Black inferiority. We came up with this lie that Black people were inferior, that Black people were subhuman. And this is what we pushed to justify these atrocities we were committing against these people. And we started to believe our own lie. And this moment woke them up to the reality that it was complete and utter bullshit. Complete. They were like, whoa, these people organized, these people fought back, these people were determined. These people did not accept, no for an answer. They did not accept compromises. They came for their freedom and they took it. And the same thing can happen elsewhere. And this is a moment that, like, thinking about it, like, we should be, the Black community should be taught in every home, that the significance of this event. And I'm going to pause for a second. Yeah, the significance should be taught in every home, and the significance should not be lost upon us. But like I said, this is something I'm not as familiar with it as I should be, as I want to be. And it's this is something I encourage others to do more research on, and I'm going to continue to do research on. In 1804, that's when January 1st, 1804 was when the Haiti was formed, and Jean-Jacques Dessalines was named as the first Governor General of Haiti. He gave a speech called Liberty or Death, about, it's pretty self-explanatory, liberty and death, or death. And it provided for the permanent abolition of slavery in Haiti. The treatment towards Haitian slaves, what was later became Haiti, the slaves, in this colony were received was, it was more brutal than, you know, a lot of the treatment in other places. So of course, you had your whippings, your beatings, but it also included burning and castration. Like those were among the punishments regularly meted out: burning people and castrating people to teach lessons to them. It's yeah, the horrors that they had to endure and that they were able to come back from to establish and their own free society is amazing. And something that is also incredibly significant is that reparations were paid in this. Yeah, reparations were paid, demanded and paid, to the tune of 150 million gold francs. But it's not a good thing, because these reparations weren't paid to the slaves. They were demanded by the French government and paid to slave owners, to former slave owners. Just think about that. This talk, the backlash that is received when we talk about reparations here in the United States, and people don't realize that reparations were actually demanded and paid to slave owners. This is a lesson for us, and don't let anyone tell you, oh, why is Haiti still backwards? If they were, this is one of the most pivotal reasons why, because these degenerate scumbag powers that now sit and in judgment of the rest of the planet, that have self-appointed themselves as the arbiters of what is just and right, demanded reparations from people that were enslaved to the people that were enslaving them. This is a lesson for us in realizing that these Western powers must not be allowed to dictate what is moral to the rest of the world because of the blood on their hands. They must be held to account. We cannot sit back and say and pretend and whitewash history and the crimes and atrocities that they have committed and that they have not paid for. We cannot do that. We cannot allow that to continue. And we have to demand. We have to make demands of them. We have to let them know that we see you, that we know that it makes me angry, and it should make any person that is concerned with justice, regardless of the color of your skin, regardless of your lineage, it should piss you off that enslaved people were forced to pay reparations to the people that enslaved them. Yeah. But I think that is one of the most critical points of this going forward, because you look at the state of Haiti today and you realize that none of Haiti's current predicament is by chance or by just because these people are backwards. No, it has been a coordinated effort by outside powers to punish Haiti because they had and I use this word from the opinion of some just vile individuals, the audacity to demand freedom and justice. So once again, I encourage you to do the research, to learn more about the Haitian Revolution, and to look at the current state of Haiti in the in light of the pressures and the punishments that were inflicted upon it because of what they did. Because you have Western powers that feel offended by the actions taken by Haiti and the impact they had in achieving the end of slavery, and the end of and turning the tide within the MAFA, in the greater scope of the African Holocaust. Thank you for joining me today. Happy African History Month. I will see you tomorrow.